Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back and happy, Friday. Guys, it's Friday, which is so great, but we have a lot to talk about. So before we jump into what we're here to talk about, which would be the fact that Michael Darby is officially reacting to Ashley Darby's new romance with Summer House star Luke. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's too happy about it. But we also have a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast that came out today. That would be with Lala Kent, and the video premiere, it's already out. So just go to Hot Messy Podcast on YouTube. That way you can check it out. And thank you to everyone who joined us in Hot Messy Topics. Now, with that, guys, page 6 covered a lot. So we're going to jump in. But before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Ashley Darby joined our guys, Kashmir, Danny, and Evan Reel from page 6 for their virtual reality. Now, this is their podcast, and she's talking about how her soon-to-be ex-husband, Michael Darby, feels about her blossoming romance with Luke from Summer House. I have to say, when I saw Luke, because I'm not a huge Summer House fan or Winter House, and I don't know what it is. It took me a while to get around to Southern Charm, to be honest with you. But when I saw Luke at BravoCon, everybody was like crowding him, running up to him. And I'm like, oh, who is this guy? Because the guy's really handsome. He's a good looking guy. And I needed somebody to tell me, which is so funny because I feel like just everything Bravo, you're in my world. But when it's Summer House, I guess not. The Real Housewives of Potomac star, who is 34, says her 63-year-old ex wasn't paying much attention to her relationship with Luke. Summer House hunk. And he's 38, so he's much more, I don't want to say age appropriate because I don't even think age appropriate is a thing anymore, but he's definitely closer to her age. That changed, though, when a photo of the pair enjoying a date night at a Capitals hockey game in Washington, D.C. went viral on social media just weeks ago. So Michael has seen Luke, she explained, adding that the Australian businessman didn't seem too fond of their potential as a couple, or the sweet snap that was taken at the game. It's probably not his wallpaper on his phone, that's for sure. And that's what she noted. But I also met Ashley Darby at BravoCon. Stunning. She's been with Michael Darby for a long time. If you watch her on the show, she admits, because she just went to a lawyer and she's talking about this potential, like, do I need a lawyer for the divorce? Michael says that we can be amicable. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, no, girl, get a lawyer. Because like the lawyer said, he has the one up. He who makes the most money has the leg up on the situation. And, you know, she was talking about the fact that originally when they started their relationship, she's a bisexual woman and she was open to inviting other people into the room with them. And once she had kids, that sort of changed for her. But for Michael Darby, we all know that that did not change for him. I mean, that is the best way to put it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Michael Darby. However, we're catching him in hotel rooms with his underwear. We're hearing rumors about him and this potential escort that Candace Diller Bassett just brought up. Like, it's one thing after another. It doesn't seem like this would be the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Now, Ashley's intuition told her that the pic might ruffle a feather. Luke and I, we did a little conference and we're like, should we really take this picture? Because we're both going to, you know, be a little bit private about this, you know? So he was like, should we? And I was like, why not? So we took the picture. Now, despite Michael's reaction, Ashley asserts that he is living his best life also at the moment. So really, Michael Darby, you don't have a leg to stand on in this argument. This argument should be non-existent. Like, it doesn't really count for you to be upset. Let's be fair. He's an attractive man. I know he's a little bit older, but he's still got his personality. His business is thriving. So Michael, even though this is difficult, you know, it's a difficult time for him too, as he's told me, he's doing his thing. He's floating like a butterfly. Float away, Michael Darby. And Ashley is, well, going to kick it behind and secure the bag. Yes, I know that she mentioned a few things about her prenup and how it might not be exactly what she thought, but I have a feeling she's going to be walking away with a pretty hefty amount of money. At the, well, I guess it was at the whim of Bravo dad Andy Cohen, Ashley began exploring a connection with Luke at BravoCon 2022 last month in New York City. The Coffee and Love singer told Page 6 that she knew that the entrepreneur was special when they met up at the 3-day event at BravoCon and this was at the After Dark party, to watch Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras play live. We watched Tom perform on stage, and it was so good. Both of us got really wrapped up in the music. I was like with somebody who I was meant to be with at the concert. It was really a surreal feeling. Sounds like she really likes him. Guys, I was reading on Twitter where some people are like, she's just doing this to like throw this in Michael's face. No, she's allowed to be happy. Get your divorce. She has 2 kids. She's not going to be able to trust Michael Darby. She's not being mean about it. She's literally navigating this divorce in such a like a rock star way where she's like, he's not a bad guy. He's thriving. He's floating like a butterfly. He's, you know, the father of my children. She's still calling him attractive, which a lot of people would kind of counteract that, but okay. We're just vibing and singing together. And that was when I was like, okay, this is something a little more than what I thought it was going to be. The mom of 2, who shares Dean and Dylan with Michael, notes that her relationship with Luke is still fresh after only a month of dating long distance. She lives in Virginia, and Luke splits his time between New York City and Minnesota. However, she was seen doing a TikTok dance in somebody's apartment that had antlers on their coffee table, and everybody was like, this is Luke. Yes, Ashley Darby, we know. I do really want to get to know him first, and we really are friends. Like when I tell you we're establishing a friendship, I'm not even exaggerating that. Ashley also points out that it's nice to be with someone who can relate to her experience of being a Bravo celebrity. Honestly, it's just a little refreshing for me to be connecting with someone who also, you know, being in the sphere, understands this life. Ashley announced in April that she and Michael had called it quits on their, well, can we call it a rocky marriage? I think we can. As cameras rolled for Real Housewives of Potomac season 7. Now, their divorce, their situationship is currently playing out on the show, and we're watching that. She explained in a statement at the time that the 2 of them are at very different stages of their life, and they have very different goals. Now, she also told Page 6 that she and Michael, who got married in 2014, are on the same page when it comes to their kids. As far as Michael and I, we really do want to co-parent. Our communication is strictly about the children. Maybe that will graduate and we will eventually have some sort of friendship. But at this point in time, he is very guarded and we are keeping it to the kids. I think that's better ultimately. Ashley, she's saying that she is a self-proclaimed partnership person who is open to another marriage, says that reviving her love life as a single mom can be so challenging at times. I feel very protective of my kids, number one, so I'm always looking at everybody with a side eye. But also, my children require so much time. So even when I'm talking to Luke, my kids will be screaming or they'll run around in the background naked. And I'm like, oh my gosh, children, can I just have a minute? But apparently, the chaos seems to be worth it so far, according to Page 6, and I agree with them. Luke is a really great guy, and I'm going to be honest, when I first heard about him, I didn't know anything about him, but that he's very attractive, and I'm like, oh gosh, is he just going to be like this pretty douche? But no, ma'am, he's actually very compassionate, a kind guy, and he actually gives a good life, you know, situation as far as advice about life, which I was really surprised about. And yeah, there's just so many layers to him, his personality. He's got a lot more depth. All right, Ashley Darby. So guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are on Michael's reaction. Obviously, he's not about it, but is anybody about it when their partner moves on to somebody new? I don't know. So go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.